and welcome to another exciting episode of the Entrepreneur's Moment with Bukkey. I remain your host, Bukkey Arowolo.
Yes, I am Robert Wilson. I am one of the CEOs of Sankofa Welcome Home Tours. We just do meaningful tours to Ghana. And it's really for the diaspora, especially for people who've never been to Ghana before.
Have you always wanted to do something, or the idea just came straight away when you...
A few years ago I did want to go into doing some kind of business. Without the passion, I don't think I could have done it, because it does take a lot of hard work. My passion is travel. I love traveling. Okay. And then when the idea was put before me, I'm like, of course I'd love to do this. I love Africa. I love everything that Africa has to offer. So it's just, at times it doesn't even feel like work, to be honest.
As an entrepreneur, what advice would you give to them if they're looking to start something?
I would say you need a good team around you. You got to be passionate about what you do. Throw yourself into it. Give it as much as you can. Happens. Don't be too harsh on yourself. If you've got a good team around you, then they also are giving their 100%. To be honest, I don't think I could do it on my own, because there is a lot to it. And each of our tours that we do will sponsor somebody free of charge. People that would really benefit from going but can't afford it. We're going to do something about that and take them free of charge.
That's cool. Hello. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of the Entrepreneur's Moment with Bukkey, right here on Kosara Afrobeat Radio. I remain your host, Bukkey Arowolo, and of course tonight's episode is going to be another inspiring one. Just before I go on, I'd like to say massive thank you to all our followers, to everyone who is always tuning in to listen to us, everyone sharing this beautiful platform, liking and subscribing to our channels. We are super grateful. And your encouraging words, the support is actually keeping us going. And of course, to all our sponsors. So we'd like to say a big thank you to T's Concept Interiors. They do style homes, transform your homes into beautiful spaces. Check them out on Instagram, T's Concept Interiors. And of course, Sisi Ologi UK, the best pap in the UK. You need a ginger spicy pap. Reach out to Sisi Ologi UK on Instagram. A big shout out to Big Sam Logistics. You need to transport your goods really smartly. Contact Big Sam Logistics. And massive thank you to Kosara Afrobeat Radio for broadcasting this beautiful platform out to people. Right, so tonight is going to be an inspiring one, like I said. I've got with me a fantastic guest. Guess what? It's come all the way from Wolverhampton. That is super exciting. And my guest is in the person of Mr. Robert Wilson. Yeah. Right, so Mr. Robert Wilson is the CEO of Sankofa Welcome Home Tours. Sankofa Welcome Home Tours is not simply about just, taking people on holiday. They have a much deeper vision, which we would find out today. They create meaningful journeys to Ghana. They allow people to experience history, the culture, the food, communities, and the beauty of the country. I've heard so much about Ghana, and it's actually on one of my lists. So tonight we'll find out more if I'm going to be inspired, but I'm sure I will do. So they actually give people here in the diaspora a meaningful connection to home. So yeah, please join me in welcoming Mr. Robert Wilson.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. So over to you, Robert. Could you just please introduce yourself to my audience?
Yeah, thanks for the warm and lovely introduction. Yes, I am Robert Wilson. I am one of the CEOs of Sankofa Welcome Home Tours, in partnership with Charles. I hope you're listening there, and Sarah, I hope you're listening out there too. We just do meaningful tours to Ghana. It's really for the diaspora, especially for people who've never been to Ghana before, to, come out with us and see the beauties of Africa, West Africa in particular. And, we take people, we pick people up from the airport, then we take them back to our lovely villa where we have our private chef. And the food is delicious, of course. And then from there, we do tours all around Ghana. And we, there's a historic sites as well, like Cape Coast, which is a difficult one, but it's one that everybody needs to explore once in their lifetime.
Right.
And we also do, there's a place called Asin Manso, also known as the Last Bath. And again, that's some place where you have to go to see what our ancestors went through. And there's also the nice beaches and stuff, and Kakum National Park and Shy Hills. And so there's a blend of beauty, history, food, community. Yeah, it's what we do. It's nice.
Wow, that's beautiful. But can I ask, Mr. Robert, are you actually Ghanaian?
No. Well, there's a long story to that. So my parents are Jamaican. My family in Jamaica come from a little place called Woodsville in Hanover. But I've got documentation of my great-great-grandfather, who was a slave. And, in 1832, we've got a document that's in my hall where I live, of my great-great-grandfather who was a slave from West Africa. He came to Jamaica, bought his freedom, bought his wife's freedom as well, and settled in Woodville. And then my parents came over in the 60s and settled in Wolverhampton, where I live now. So there's a long history, and the Sankofa name meaning go back and get it. And that's exactly what we're doing. So, my ancestors came from West Africa, and now I'm going back to West Africa and bringing people back. So it's an important thing. It's a beautiful thing as well, and I know the ancestors are watching out for me and blessing me.
All right. So Sankofa, that's a Ghanaian meaning?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a Ghanaian language. So
yeah, it's a Ghanaian word meaning to go back and get it.
And get it.
And that's what we're doing. We're going back and we're getting it.
Wow. That's beautiful. And that's where your idea came from, basically.
Yeah.
Because of your ancestors, your history is in that lineage. So you thought to, it's a beautiful place. You're going back to bring people from diaspora back to Ghana. Right, okay. That's a beautiful one. Interesting. But why Ghana? I mean, any plans for other countries like Nigeria, or any other West African countries, or even elsewhere?
Nigeria's on the list, definitely. Well, to visit first, I need to go to Nigeria to visit. That's someplace on my list. I've been to 10 different African countries so far, and I only started my African journey in 2019. So I think I've done pretty well. But with the Sankofa business, yes, we recently was in Togo, Benin, and Ivory Coast. We've got some good links over there. So we will be expanding. First we want to root ourselves in Ghana, make sure operation is running smoothly. It is already, but there's more to do. And then after that, 100% we will be delving into more of the West African countries and the other African countries as well. Because for people who've never been before, you have got to go. Africa is there. It's like no other place in the world. As I'm talking now, I'm just laughing because I'm just images are coming into my head of meeting people and seeing people and mixing and vibing with the community. The first time we went, it was for my brother's 50th, and there was 9 of us, and people were just coming up to us in the street and saying, "Welcome home, brother. Welcome home, brother. We've waited for you." And I've never experienced anything like that before. So Ghana, West Africa. Ooh,
So listen,
nice.
brothers connections. Yeah. Right. So for someone who's never been, like you were saying, you wanted to.
Come.
Yeah. So what do you think I would experience that would want to make me go back? Like I would never forget. So let's say I don't like history.
If you don't like history,
Yeah, the Asian stuff.
that's fine. When you come to Ghana with us, or just go anyway, you're gonna find something out about yourself. That's what I would say first. You will see something, you'll hear something, you'll feel something, and it will connect you to something else. And that's what I found for me. For the first time I went there, like I said, 2018, and and also as a black person, or people in general, you have there's a lot of negativity around Africa. The images that have been on TV, you rarely see the nice sides of Africa. So when you go there, you see things that you think, oh, nobody told me that. Yeah. It's not that bad. It's beautiful. It's brilliant. So yeah, you'll learn something, and I think you need to go there to experience it. You really do.
All right. Okay. That's interesting. And I want you to just explain more, because obviously I'm just having a picture in my head first time. What's the end-to-end process of actually going on a tour with Sankofa, home tours?
What's the process?
How do we make the payment? Do you have like a week package to, 2 weeks? So you get there, you said there's a villa. So do you have like, a tour booked already for people, all in a package of your, holiday trips? Or, what's the feel like if I'm to go on, on a tour with you? What will I experience from end to end?
So we've got a tour coming up in November. That's the next tour. Then we got one in Feb, which is sold out. The one in November, there's only one space left. So any listeners out there, if you really want to book, contact us. There's one space left. Then we got one in February, fully booked up. Got one in April, again, there's one space left. Then we got one in October, that's just hot off the press. So, and our tours are small groups.
Okay, I was going to ask, like, what's the number?
Yeah, numbers from 8 to 16.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. And then we got one I've recently just spoke to somebody in Telford, and they're looking to book up in November. So that will be exclusive for them. And we got an itinerary out ready. Itineraries do change month to month and with the time of the year. But yeah, we'll do you a full itinerary so you know each day what's coming up.
All right, okay.
And like I said, we'll pick you up from the airport. We'll greet you at the airport. So as soon as you land, we're there with our banner, and we'll greet you, and we take you to the villa, give you some lovely food, and then the next day it'll probably be, because of the flight, you might be a little bit tired. We don't want to put too much pressure on you, so we'll just take you to Accra and see the sights there, have some flavors, have some fun, and then the tour will begin. And what is beautiful about us, yes, we have a villa, and yes, we do feed people when you're at the villa, so you don't have to worry about anything.
So it's all inclusive?
It's all inclusive. And even when we go to like Cape Coast, which is like a kind of 4-hour journey, we stay overnight in a really nice hotel by the beach, and that's all inclusive in the price as well.
Right, okay. And how long is this tour from the UK to Britain? Is it like 7 days trip?
Minimum 7 days. Okay. But a lot of people that we're talking to, they're like, I don't want to go to Africa for 7 days. I want to do at least 10. So so most of them will be the one in November, that is 7/8 days. But after that, it's 10 days. The one in Feb is 2 weeks. 2 weeks tour.
Right. Of course, Ghana is big. Accra is the main city. You're just going to be within Accra, or do you fly or go somewhere else?
No. We're not flying at the moment, but we do travel. A day in Accra, and then we go other parts as well, Cape Coast, the central region. Yeah, so we're all over.
Okay, so you take transport, maybe like a bus or
something? We got a minibus. We got a minibus that we will use, all air conditioned. Again, that's included in the price as well. So yeah, so when you get there with us, there's nothing to worry about. We look after our guests, our traveling family. Yeah.
Right. Okay. That's interesting. I'm already picturing it. And
Yeah, you should come up.
yeah, I think I've seen the coconut, bit that people have by the beach in Ghana. I think it's a big thing, that coconut drink
Yeah.
that you have from the main. So I'm already imagining, picturing myself with the Ghana kind of outfit by the beach.
Yeah.
Under the hot sun, with other group of people.
Stop it, man. You're making me want to go there right away.
I can't wait to be on holiday. Like, you're already making me feel like I just want to buy one spot. So in terms of the cost then, what's the range?
The cost, so like I said, we pick you up, so your transfers are included, your transport, your minibus, all your entrance fees to all the activities, your accommodation, private chef, tour guide. Have I missed anything out? So it's all inclusive. 7 days is 1,200. 10 days is 1,500.
Including the flight?
No. Because we're not responsible for your flight. You look like a person that would want to fly business class, so we couldn't do that for you, could we? So,
right.
so that's excluding flights. Yeah. So the flights is excluding that price. So everything else apart from the price is that price, what I said.
All right. So I have to look for my ticket, and on the day you've told me that we're leaving.
Yeah.
And then we all meet at the airport.
At the airport, we'll pick you up.
You pick me up.
Yeah,
so that's when your responsibility starts.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. That's interesting. I love that. But so Mr. Roberts.
But did you say but?
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
Okay.
Like, I'm just looking at you. You probably are someone that likes to explore though. Like, why travel? Why that area? I mean, why did you think of that? Why not any other business?
Because my nephews came to me when their dad was turning 50, and they said, we want to take dad somewhere. Africa was always on my list, but it seemed like a difficult place to go, like with visas and this. And I remember going to the travel agents, the biggest one in Wolverhampton where I live. And I asked them about, I won't mention the name, they don't deserve it. I asked them about, do you do flights to Ghana? And this is only in 2018. And the woman was like, Ghana? Where's Ghana? And I said to her, don't you know where Ghana is? And she said, I can't know everywhere, She asked another woman and they didn't know as well. So it just seemed a little bit, for me, it seemed a little bit out of reach to get to Africa. It seemed difficult. And also all the negativity that I've heard growing up and stuff. But we got there in 2018. And oh my God, I was blown away. I was blown away by the hospitality. I remember going through the airport, the passport control, and the guys normally at passport, they look a bit screw-faced and mean and stuff. And he took my passport, looked at me and he said, welcome on, brother. And for me, that just kind of sums up the hospitality, the treatment, how people see me, how people see us. It was just, and just going around and seeing the different places. Cape Coast Castle was always on I've read a lot about the history of it, but going there and just feeling and listening to the stories and stuff, I can't lie. I've been there 4 or 5 times, and every time I go there, I'm in tears. Every time I go there, I'm in tears. But I felt like I've reconnected or connected with the ancestors. And every time I go back, I will go there and give homage to the ancestors for what they've gone through, and just so we can do our thing and do what we're doing. And like I said, everybody needs to visit and go through it and hear the stories and feel the pain. You have to do it once in your life. You have to do it before you leave this realm. You have to do it.
I like that. Paying homage to your ancestors. That's big respect. So you must be someone that has huge respect for people. And of course, it has for your community as well. Because you went somewhere, you loved it. And then the idea came to start bringing people here as well, especially people in the diaspora. I mean, that's beautiful. So in terms of entrepreneurship, then, of course, operating between UK and Africa can be challenging. So what would you say were the challenges? You know, it's not just easy to say, I'm going to start this. What were the challenges that you've actually
Well,
across since starting?
it was Charles, our business partner, that is from Ghana.
Oh, okay.
So
it's not just you.
Yeah, it's not just me. Me, Charles, and Sarah, we run the operation.
Right. Okay.
And it was him that came to me and said, Rob, why don't we do this? In fact, at first, because I worked with Sarah for a local authority, and she was doing foster caring. And I was doing like EDI stuff, equality, diversity and stuff. And we worked with the children, and we wanted to bring the children over to Africa. But the managers didn't see what we saw. We put in a proposal, and we was going to raise some funds. And the children were in foster care. So we were thinking they're never going to get this opportunity to go to Africa. So we wanted to bring them out there, but it didn't happen. So we went out anyway, and we brought like family and friends over. And then it was Charles that said, why don't we do this as a business? I'm like, I don't know what to do. And he's like, no, man, you'll be brilliant. So we've put a lot of time, effort, blood, sweat and tears, and financial as well. And I think we've got a really good operation. And as well, we do a charity part to it as well, because we know everybody can't afford it. And what we do is on each of our tours, we take somebody free of charge. So we'll do fundraising, and we'll raise money, and we'll try and get sponsorships. And in February, we took a guy from Wolverhampton that overcame cancer, and he's doing some great community work as well in Wolverhampton. So we invited him along. And each of our tours that we do will sponsor somebody free of charge. There's people that would really benefit from going but can't afford it. We're going to do something about that and take them free of charge.
That's cool. So are these less privileged people, or is there something else, or is it that maybe they're not working? What's the criteria that they would qualify for?
So the criteria is somebody that's struggling with an illness or overcome an illness, somebody that's doing some great community work, and somebody that really, really could do with going but really, really can't afford to go as well. So, and on the way up here in the car, we was just talking about the April tour, and we think we got somebody in mind that would benefit that. So I can't say too much because I don't know who's listening and who's watching out there. But
people like free stuff, so I'm sure someone is listening and they might be messaging you soon for that opportunity.
And if there's somebody out there listening as well that's got a little bit of money that they'd like to sponsor somebody, give us a shout. We can put that money to some good cause.
Oh, that's a very good one as well. I like that. So you said you started traveling in 2019. Does that mean
2018 to Africa?
To Africa.
Yeah.
So has this business been as far as 2018, or when exactly did you start the
business? The business started about 2.5 years ago. We done our launch event a year ago. Okay. And we was overwhelmed with the support from friends, colleagues, people that we know. And yeah, it's been really good. And like I said, we've gone on the continent to other countries, and we've made some great connections with artists and fashion designers and stuff. So even though we're focused on travel, we're doing other things as well.
Yeah, because I was going to touch on that, because I've seen a bit of fashion designing, like modeling that you do.
No, I'll meet you at the fashion show. But no, I'm not a model. I wish I was.
No, not you. I mean, like Sankofa does.
No, we've got a guy in Ivory Coast that he does fashion design, so we're going to be looking to do some work with him as well. And we was at that African fashion show in Manchester, which was fantastic, and we met you, so it's always good. And every time we've done a lot of we do a lot of stalls up and down the country, and we always meet somebody that can either we can collaborate with or is interested in our product. So yeah, and it's not just about travel, it's about connecting with people, with artists, with radio stations and everything like that. So it's good, yeah.
All right. Okay. So in terms of your other product then, so you liaise with fashion designers, with other communities.
And
Did you sell clothes? Because that day as well, there was some adverts.
Sell clothes. We sell our t-shirts and our merchandise and stuff, our hoodies and that. At the moment, that's pretty much it. But like I said, soon we'll be going to other spheres in other realms, and yeah, we'll be doing some. We've got an art auction coming up in September over in Telford at an African restaurant, Craven's Africa. Shout out there. We're doing a little art auction. And it only seats 45 people. We've already sold out all the tickets, so sorry you can't come to that.
So art auction.
So we met some artists over in Togo, and they got some brilliant pieces. And we bought some more of them, and when we do our stalls at different events and that, we do sell it, and each one we sell again goes back into what I said before, taking somebody free of charge. So we're doing the art auction. We'll be having Ghanaian food, and then we will be auctioning off some pieces. And we've got a friend of ours called Chris Day, big up Chris Day as well, who will be donating one of his pieces. He does glass pieces. He's a glass artist, and he'll donate one of his pieces to us on the day where we'll be doing a raffle. And again, all that money made will go into taking somebody to Ghana with us free of charge.
Wow, that's interesting. So it's not just about tourism, it's a lot more, like your whole package. So different arms of, entrepreneurship coming out of this business as well. So apart from this business that you started with your co-founders, have you ever done any other one?
Businesses?
Yes, I'm just wondering, you just went somewhere and straight away you spoke with your partners and you're starting something up. Have you always wanted to do something, or the idea just came straight away when you...
Yeah, a few years ago I did want to go into doing some kind of business. Didn't quite know where. My passion is travel. I love traveling. And then when the idea was put before me, I'm like, of course I'd love to do this. And without the passion, I don't think I could have done it, because it does take a lot of hard work. It is long hours. So you really have to be into this. And my passion is traveling. I love Africa. I love everything that Africa has to offer. So it's just, at times it doesn't even feel like work, to be honest.
Oh, that's the thing. So the connection was there because it's something you love, and of course you want people to enjoy what you actually enjoy, or the beauty of what you're seeing. That, okay, for someone listening tonight, as an entrepreneur, what advice would you, give to them if they're looking to start something and maybe they're unsure, from your experience of doing this in the past 2 years, what would you advise them to?
I would say, you need a good team around you. You got to be passionate about what you do. Throw yourself into it. Give it as much as you can. And see what happens. Don't be too harsh on yourself, even though I can be harsh on myself and I can be harsh on the team as well, because there is a lot to it. But like I said, if you got a good team around you, then they also are giving their 100%. So yeah, to be honest, I don't think I could do it on my own, because there is a lot to it, especially like in a different continent, and I don't know, the ins and outs of Ghana and West Africa, but somebody in the team does. So yeah, you need a good team around you, and you need people that are going to support you as well. Like we're building now a community around the travel, but it's not just travel. And also, when you can give back, do give back, because I believe that giving back comes round to you as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much. That's been really helpful. We're going to take a short break now, and then we'll be back after the break. Stay tuned. Thank you so much. Right. Welcome back to the Entrepreneur's Moment with WithBukkey. Right here with me is still the very fantastic, inspiring Robert Wilson, one of the founders of Sankofa World Tour Travel. So he's actually blew our mind earlier about trips to Ghana. And, I'm already imagining it. I'm sure you are as well. So earlier, I was just asking about you advising other entrepreneurs who are looking to go into, businesses like this. And then you did give, tips about choosing the right team. So yeah, thank you so much for that tips. And also earlier, you've spoken about, your community impact. Sometimes you do sponsor people for free. Are there other community impacts that you do in Movanti or maybe across the UK? Is there any other thing that you do to actually give back as part of your business?
Well, in Ghana, we are sponsoring children to go to school and stuff like that, because next door to the villa there's a school, and every time we go off to Ghana to visit or do a tour, we visit the school and made some really, really good relationships with some of the children and the teachers as well. So yeah, we do sponsor children to go to school over there. And it's not a great deal of money, but it's not about the money as well. It's just about, noticing people, seeing people, and giving them that opportunity. I was in Uganda as well last October. Oh, and it's probably my my most rewarding moment ever. We was in Uganda, we was on the way back. There was a truck in the road, and it seemed like it was kind of all planned, but obviously it wasn't. There's a truck in the road, so we had to get off the bus, and there was a few kids that was giving like a pat lunch to and stuff like that. And then we got off the bus, and there was a little kid just standing there not asking for anything, so I gave him my hat. And as we was getting back onto the bus, he went to give me my hat back. And I was like, no, you keep that. So we took a photograph with him and a few of his friends, and then went on our way. And it was when I got back to our accommodation in Rwanda, because we were staying in Rwanda, but we went to Uganda, and it's about a 3-hour journey. So when we got back to Rwanda, and I zoomed in, you look at your photographs, what you've taken, and I zoomed in and noticed his shoes were like all really ripped, and it really upset me. And I remembered the times when I was a kid and I went to school and I had holes in my shoes and stuff, and my mum couldn't afford to buy me any shoes, and my mum used to always talk about that moment. So when that happened, I saw the kid, saw the picture, saw his shoes ripped, it upset me. And then the next day, somebody told us our flights got cancelled. Not delayed, the flight got cancelled. So I called up our driver that lived in Uganda 3 hours away. I said, mate, you got to come back for us. And he's like, why? I said, I'm going back to Uganda. So he came back, 3-hour journey, picked us up, went to a market, bought loads of trainers and football tops and stuff. And then we went back to Uganda through immigration, passport control. And the driver said, I don't think we'll find that child. I'm like, let's take the chance. So we stopped a few villages and we asked them, have you seen this child? And they didn't know the child, but one little boy knew the child. So he took us to his house. We found that child. Amon, his name is, I shouted him out, Amon. And then, we found him, gave him some stuff, and I asked him what football team he supports, and he's an Arsenal fan, and I'm an Arsenal fan. So I gave him, go on, Arsenal. So, I gave him my favourite Arsenal top, he put it on, gave him some trainers and football and stuff, and there must have been about 100 villagers come out, and we just gave him stuff. And it was just it's such a small thing. But for me, for us, it was a big thing. And yeah, it was truly rewarding. I'll never forget that moment. It was so blessed and beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, I'm glad I could be a part of just giving somebody something back.
Oh, that's really nice. I love that. I'm glad I asked that because obviously, you're here in the UK, you connect with diaspora. It does make sense to give back. And I mean, what advice would you give to entrepreneurs? Because some people just have the mindset of, I'm coming to make money, I want to make money. But I've come across a lot of people giving back. What does that mean to you as an entrepreneur?
Giving back means everything, because there's always, in my life, there's always been somebody that has just helped me along the way, whether it be like when I was playing football at a young age. You know, my parents couldn't afford a car and stuff. My mum was a single parent family. She had the time to take me, and somebody would, one of my friends' fathers or somebody from the football academy would pick me up and take me. So, you know what I mean? You got to remember those moments, and there's always been somebody along the way to help me, whether it be a small helping hand or a really big helping hand. So yeah, and by nature, my mum was always a giving person. She would always invite everybody round, and as soon as they came around, she'd be cooking for everybody, even with the little food we had. So, you know what I mean? I've just got to carry on that momentum and give back whenever I can as well.
The beautiful heart. Thank you so much for doing that. Right, because we'll be rounding up soon, and I don't want people to just listen to you and the memory just clears off after this show. So could you let people know, if they want to be part of your the tourism, how can they connect with you? Are you on social media? You know, what's your contact? Do you have a website? Could you let people know?
Yeah, we are on social media, and we have got a website, and it's www.sankofa, SANKOFA. Welcome on to us, but WHT. So sankofawht.com. Have a look on the website, see what you think. Drop us a message. Let's have a telephone conversation. Let's have a WhatsApp call or a Teams call. And then, we can make it happen for you as well. Make it happen.
Right. So if you're listening, go on their website and then, try to get in touch. These days, people like to just go on social media, Instagram, and we're on Instagram, Facebook.
We're on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all that kind of stuff,
And with Sankofa.
Info at sankofawht.com.
All right, okay. Yeah, that's really amazing. That's beautiful. So make sure you connect with them, and you'll be amazed, with what they've got installed. You said you've got November trip and then February coming and April.
Yeah.
So does the season change, or is it always every November, every February?
No. It's, we'll change it. And the more interest we get, then the more tours we can put on. And now there's a few groups that are looking to put, like the April tour. No, sorry, the Feb tour. That's a group from Liverpool that's taking up those spaces. And November, there'll be a group from Telford as well. But we will be putting on tours as well in between. But if there's a group of, say, 8 or more that wants to book a tour, then just contact us. And then as long as the apartment's free, the villa's free, then you can book a space for yourselves.
Right, okay, that's fine. And lastly, you've spoken about group tours. If I want to, like a friend wants to plan just to, a private one, like at the wedding, honeymoon tour, could you support that, or it just has to be your standard?
We haven't had anybody trying to book a wedding,
Just an honeymoon, a honeymoon, private, kind of intimate.
Yeah, whatever you want. If you want to go to Ghana and have a private intimate tour, we can support. We can definitely support you. Let's have a conversation. Contact us, like I said, via our socials or our website, and we can make it happen.
All right, okay. I think that's actually bringing us gradually to the end of this show. But before I go, Mr. Roberts, is there anything else that you've not said that you'd like people to know about Sankofa or what you do?
I think we've covered a lot. The interview is really, really good. I didn't know what to expect, but I know now I'm in trusted hands. You made me feel relaxed, and it was really good. All that I would want to say is, if you've never been to Ghana, or if you've never been to Africa, try your best to get out there, because the people are beautiful. It's a beautiful place. And like I said before, you're going to find something out about yourself that even you didn't know about yourself. So get out there.
All right. Just before we go, so Ghana food. You've had Ghana jollof rice?
Yeah.
Have you ever tried the Nigerian jollof rice?
I knew that question was going to come, I knew that question was going to come. I've got to say, I think the Ghanaian jollof rice is the best, you know.
You say that because of your ancestors.
But you know something though? We gotta throw some Jamaican like rice and peas and jerk chicken and that into the mix because
of course, jerk chicken.
I love Ghanaian food and Nigerian food is nice too. Yeah. But no, I don't think anything can beat the Jamaican flavors, you know.
There you go.
I don't think anything can beat Jamaican flavors.
There you go, Wagwan. There you go. Of course, I love the jerk chicken. I love the peas.
Oh,
but
gosh.
you know
Stop
what?
It, man.
You can't beat the Nigerian.
I don't know,
Forget it. Nigerian jollof rice is a win-win anytime, any day. For us, how fun. Yeah, that's why they're winning. Right. We're actually coming to the end of the show. It's been a very interesting episode. I've learned a lot, and Ghana is on my list to visit because Mr. Roberts have actually made me to, kind of imagine what that country is like. So yeah, I'd like to say a very massive thank you to you, Mr. Robert Wilson, for coming over and talking to us about Sankofa, and a big well done to you, Sarah, and to your other partner. Of course, a successful business doesn't always begin with a product. It starts with an idea. I'm glad that you are able to turn your idea and your passion into something that will generate money for you. And not just about money, but you're actually connecting your community as well, telling them to come down and have a look, come home. Even though you don't belong there, but it's home for you. That's the way I interpret it. And I love the fact that you're giving back. I love the Uganda story as well. That boy will never in his life forget you. And I'm sure when you go to Uganda as well, you won't just leave it there. You'll, go on and see the boy and maybe hunt for similar people like himself. So that's a great one. Well done. So to all our listeners tonight, I'd like to thank you for tuning in. If you've got any questions, please reach out to us at Entrepreneurs Moment with WithBukkey, or you can go directly on the Sankofa website, or you can reach out to them on their social media platform. So, to everyone listening, always remember that every successful business you see today once started with an idea. So stop sitting on your idea. Get up, go and get it. Identify the people that you can work with. Just like Mr. Wilson said, you can't do it alone sometimes. A lot of us think we want to make the money alone. Trust me, you need a process that works. You need people that can actually work for you. And just before I go, I'd like to say thank you to all our sponsors. Thank you for supporting us. If you would like to support the Entrepreneurs Moment with WithBukkey, please reach out to us. If you'd like us to actually talk about your business, give you a shout out, the different sponsorship package that we can discuss with you so that people can know what you do. This is why we're here. We're here for all the entrepreneurs across the world, not just the UK. So yeah. So I remain your host, Buki Arolo. Thank you again for listening. Till next week again, stay tuned. Bye for now.